All right, horror addicts, you can see some of the artwork behind me, which again, I took from a Bob Ross calendar that I had. I looked for some pictures that complemented the forest and the look. So, affordable artwork, and we all know and love Bob Ross. So, it's something that's calming, that has a little bit of humor in it. Um, in keeping with that Victorian style, maybe the only thing that I think might really put this room over the top is if I had plants in here and sort of like a conservatory, again with the forest inside out. But most of the time, I think the door to the room will be closed. Um, so I'd probably end up killing the plant because I'd probably forget to water it. And again, plants, water, dirt, baby, dog, kids, that just seems like something that would end up being kind of messy. So the room is really pared down to just some basics, and then again letting sort of the baby and kid kind of accessories that will eventually probably take over the room as what would be all kind of the busy kind of clutter. So I've left the colors and the patterns and the textures and textiles to kind of really carry kind of just a nice old-fashioned theme in the room. I did finish the bolster pillows. I actually wasn't pleased with the longer one, that I had enough material to make it, but I don't know, it didn't come out looking quite centered or taut or something. So I actually put that one underneath the bed on the trundle. So it's kind of a nice, elegant surprise when you roll out a trundle of, there's, some complete and classic bedding on just an innocent trundle. But I also rearranged these pillows a few more times, just a few. And I really just kind of like these smaller bolsters as sort of the side, and then leaving the more traditional kind of pillow setting in the back. And as I said, I was, for the sewer gang, I was actually going to do the pleat tucks around here, and then with the matching covered button. But I was fighting with the foam insert and the stuffing, and I knew I probably had length from when I had cut the bed skirt, but I just thought I'm getting into hot glue and pinnings and making something much more time consuming than it has to be. So I just drew these ends closed, actually in the same way that I did my stuffed pumpkins, believe it or not. Just gathered the center closed and then sort of tacked them down. So you get the complete kind of gathered, drawn kind of look without the hassle. And again, at the same instance, there will be adults on this bed where you want something to look nice and classy, but yet I didn't want to go through the fuss of, oh look, it's such a fancy sophisticated pillow with a covered button, like, oh no kids, don't mess with the nice pretty pillow. I mean, I expect it to get rough and tumbled. That's the nature of a pillow, and that's okay. But I do kind of like the way the room has come together. Again, trying to think about mobility and zones. So when you walk in the door and there's the older TV stand for all the kind of electronics and gizmos, that's more of a kind of active kind of space. So when you step in the room, it almost seems like the room is almost sort of in half, where here's the bed and the sort of TV stand for the adult zone, but then this half of the room is more baby zone. There's the carriage with the kind of matching kind of drape, and the sort of the changing table kind of active baby zone. So I really think that is kind of a nice, the cohesive, that they match, they parallel each other. But obviously they're different areas that serve different purposes, which I hope ties together. I hope that is nice of quality. The only thing that is not in this room, it just has not arrived yet, is actually I did end up purchasing a mini crib. I knew obviously that the carriage is actually about 4 inches smaller than a standard size bassinet. So I knew that obviously after the first few months, I really would have to upgrade that. And I expected again to have to rearrange the room to accommodate a crib. I was looking at they have 3-in-1 combo or 4-in-1 combos where, the sides open up or it expands to a toddler bed. But They are $300 or $400, which is reasonable for the item, especially if you're paying for one that's 2 or 3 different pieces of furniture. But the sizes of them were very large, and I couldn't quite figure how that would fit in the room. And I thought that the room would have to be rearranged for practicality, and then you'd, lose kind of style, which I I find it strange when people judge other people based upon their house or their style, because usually it's not about, you know, what kind of style or what kind of items they like. It's what they can afford. It's what they can fit, or what kind of purposes they need things. So um, I thought, how could I keep the room still in its kind of nice way, instead of just, plunking a bed on one side, squishing a crib in the other corner, and having it all of a sudden be something that is crowded and cluttered, which is exactly what I did not want. And I looked into these mini cribs, which are sort of actually an in between. But I thought, oh, that'd get you through another year, another 18 months. And I saw styles that I liked. Corsican is the name of the old-fashioned Italian metal cribs, of course, which are outrageously priced. I think before in a previous video I was discussing them. I think I called them some kind of vampire name, but okay, obviously understandable mistake for Kbatz, I know. But I wanted obviously something that was black, that matched, again, coordinated to go with these things. And a lot of things were sold out, not available. Obviously a lot of things come in whites, which I thought, well, I guess obviously there's white in this room. I could get away with something white, but then again, that begins to change the look. I wanted something that matched. And again, with virus and pandemic, and I thought about having the crib presented for Christmas, but then I was afraid that maybe I wouldn't be able to get it then. So I thought, well, I guess I should just get it now. And so that hasn't arrived yet. That should be here next week. So, unfortunately that'll be here after Mom-to-be is here. But it's a mini crib that actually it can fold, or it can be portable. So it could actually just be in the closet until it's needed. Or it could wheel out here, or we could have something, one upstairs, one downstairs, one for sleeping, one for playpen. So again, I like things that have multi-purpose kind of ability to them. So, and I think it was $230, I want to say, for that, or $250. I'm not sure. One or the other. And I took the leap with that because, again, I was worried about time and virus, but I was also thinking about budget, because I did do this project with numbers in mind. And I generally, I had figured $1,500 for both having to redo the Kraft room in the basement and being able to set this up as a guest room. I didn't think that'd be 50-50. I expected to spend more in this room because I needed so much more in here. And because I had some baby splurges, I was actually at $1,600 and change total. So I knew that I absolutely would not spend more than $2,000 total. I just thought anything more than that is kind of, you're really, really, really getting unreasonable. Maybe that sounds really cheap to some folks, but I mean, especially, when I'm doing the Kbatz crafts, I like doing things that are something that is affordable, or something that anybody can do. I could have gone out and gotten the most expensive bed. I could have gotten all new drapes and curtains. I could have completely repainted this room, and I would have spent twice as much and given myself so much more work in such a short amount of time, as I said, and again, with, virus and supply kind of abilities, and if Mom-to-be is going to be coming here, again, there wasn't, that was not going to work out. That every time someone starts a project, they should always look into, what their time and what their budget is. And so I was at $1,600 and change, and my fears of worrying about would I be able to get the kind of crib that I wanted and that fit in the room. So I did take the plunge for the crib. So I did ask my husband if we could just get like $100 television, you know, something that's, I don't know, like a 35, 40, 45 inch or something, you know, nowadays that's kind of reasonable. I mean, I grew up with a little 13-inch TV that was hooked up to my Atari that had 3 channels, you know, but today's different. Um, and he said, well, how about, you know, we get an 85-inch TV and we'll move the 55-inch in here. So I was like, no, that's not happening. So, you know, maybe down the line, you know, we'll get some other kind of TV. But most of the kids, you know, the younger folks in here will have all their own kind of devices and gizmos. So, and I am the kind of person where the television is not necessarily the priority. And maybe that sounds strange for frightening flicks, but I like the idea. Like even when you walk into my house, the television is not the first thing that you see. It's kind of way back in the family room. You know, and even when I had this as the Kraft room and was doing studio filming frightening flicks videos, you know, my husband said, well, you know, hey, do you want, you know, a giant TV on the wall that I could use as, you know, like a blue screen, green screen, you know, to make some, you know, really cool, you know, background effects and references and things. And I said no, because, you know, once there's a television, especially, you know, if it's, you know, just one that's mounted on the wall, a giant black box that's mounted on the wall, you know, that claims the focal point of the room. And again, thinking about the future possibilities of, then it becomes an extra chore of every time I rearrange the room, I would also have to make sure that everything is still oriented toward the television. So that was like a no. No, I don't want that. I don't need that. So that's really the last thing. That's the of the budget. I think that I spent the money well. Obviously, I needed the bedding and I needed the baby materials, so they were the biggest things. So I think I got, you know, the bang for the buck. Again, combination of things that I already had, things that I made, things that I purchased. And I haven't spent too much time jumping up and down on this bed. The cat has. But it feels very comfortable to me. So, but you know me, I sleep on a bed of nails. So, that wasn't gonna work for guests though. I don't have any Uncle Festers. Sorry. Well, horror addicts, I feel like I have to whisper because it's actually 3 a.m. here right now, and Mom to be is going to be here tomorrow, so I needed to take one last look at the room. It's done. There's nothing else to do. It's just a matter of hoping that she likes it. And she's the kind of person who would just be happy and grateful and excited and not say anything negative even if she doesn't like it. But it's still, I still have a little bit of apprehension I'm not used to having. You know, on top of, I mean, she's coming to stay for a while, you know, on top of my kind of virus kind of fears. I feel like, do I need to Lysol and sanitize the whole room, you know, with Mom to be, you know, it's, what is it, 12 by 12? That means, you know, we can't be 6 feet apart in here, right? I have to wear a mask when I'm in here with Mom and baby, you know. So, you know, on top of all kind of virus fears, now it's like, was there one more thing in the room that I forgot? Was there something I should have done? You know, but it's too late now. Mom to be is here. She's actually here a little early because we had a bit of weather. So, good thing that there wasn't anything like last minute down to the wire that needed to be done in this room. She's downstairs now with my husband. I hope he knows not to say anything about the room. Oh shit. Shoot, okay. Hold on. Okay.
Do I have to knock?
No, okay, come in.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute! Oh my gosh, I love it! This bed is so pretty. Oh, this rug. Look at all this stuff.
I do have
gosh.
sneaky cam.
Can a kid sit in this?
Yes. I do have sneaky camera on in the corner, remember?
Oh my
Because guess what? This whole process is being documented on horroraddicts.net.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's awesome. Oh my gosh, look at the Moana stuff. I don't like to cry, but I might cry. Oh, I love the Batman stuff. Oh my gosh. I'm being emotional. I'm not an emotional person. Oh my gosh, look at all this stuff. Oh my goodness, where do these clothes come from?
Goodwill.
They are so cute. Oh my god, I love this one with the lace.
You're immediately going through the clothes. That's so funny.
I'm like, where did these come from? And there's like so many different options.
I didn't even get to.
Oh well, you know, this is Christmas.
You found the gothic clothes. I didn't even get to explain everything to you. This was what Jamie was talking about. This. I saw this on.
Is it supposed to move? Like
It's
antique. That's why I'm scared.
It's a vintage carriage.
Yeah.
But I didn't use it for carriage. Grammy was like, "You're not gonna put a baby in that thing and take it outside, are you? This is for you for bassinets."
Yeah, to sit. Yeah.
So it's a little smaller. The one thing that isn't here
it's
yet, I
adorable.
did get a different mini crib for after, but it was plain. And Jamie, I saw it on Facebook Marketplace, and she had picked it up for me, and it was hidden by her, and then she had to relay it to Lewis, who had to hide it, and then he had to bring it up here.
And you redid the fabric.
Yeah, it was plain. I did all this fabric with natural cotton. This center little pad comes in and out. These are different little sheets of
Everything's
blankies.
so precious. This is gorgeous. This changing table.
Do you recall? Oh, I got more of the little sheet or waterproof kind of little pads to go with this. This is changing table. See, it's an old-fashioned look, just like the old-fashioned bed.
Well, this is beautiful. Where'd you get this?
Amazon.
It's beautiful. I love it.
And do you remember this fabric?
You asked me about it, if I liked it, and I was like, yeah, I love it. It's so cute. This is beautiful, too. Everything's beautiful. I want to touch everything, and I don't feel comfortable to touch everything. Because I'm overwhelmed with emotion. Oh my gosh, stop. Stop.
Do you recognize
It's
these?
amazing. Are they Bob Ross paintings? Okay, it's pretty sad that I know just looking at them.
They're from calendars.
Oh my god. That's so funny. That's pretty sad. Because I remembered I did this one with him.
Oh, that's a shame.
I know. You made this. Oh my god, it's so cute.
No, it's lightweight, and I mean not perfect buttons.
No, it's perfect.
But to put under or over some of the little long sleeves and stuff, or sweaters over under.
Everything's perfect. Oh my god.
I had scraps. Sorry.
I'm overwhelmed. Oh my gosh.
What else is in here? Oh, this you have to
is
say.
so precious.
What about the mittens?
You made mittens. Oh my gosh.
There's more of these goofy things in here. This
is that like a bird bib?
Yeah, all different. Remember, did I tell you when I had the sheet that got ruined in the dryer?
No.
And I said, well, then it was fabric. So I made just different little, you can throw them down on the changing table, burp cloth. I mean, they get ruined, so what? There's a goofy little hamper made out of the same material over there.
That's adorable.
Just, I mean, for soil linen, I mean, obviously you're going to need, another diaper
Kristen,
thing.
When you watch this baby, oh my gosh. You don't need me. Oh my god.
Oh, you didn't even, did you see the toys?
Yeah, I saw the toy. That's why I said I'm going to get emotional. And I showed you I liked these. Oh my gosh.
You said Disney, Mickey Minnie, then you said Ocean, you said Moana, you said Hawaii. I was going to do palm leaves. There's the trundle under here has palm leaves on it.
Oh, no, everything's perfect. And you have tons of colors.
Colors?
Which is what I said.
I thought it would be too much black, white, and red, spooky.
No, I love it. No, I said to Grammy because, I want her to... The reason I say I want color is because I want to teach her, this is red. This is green. You know what I mean? Because if she just sees me black and white all the time, she's going to be like, black, white, and not knowing the other colors. Because I already told Jake, I was like, our room is gonna be black and white. Like,
Well, I kept seeing things
everywhere we
black.
go.
I was
Are these
calling
the original
this.
windows?
I believe so.
They're beautiful.
I was calling this Victorian guest room, but
It's
then I thought it
beautiful.
wasn't old-fashioned enough because I couldn't have frills. But then I
think
had
it
to
is.
tone it down. But I was also thinking for the grandparents too.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I didn't go with spiky
and
spires.
now they're gonna walk in and they're gonna be like, "Why is there baby stuff?" Oh my
Did you
God.
see this thing?
This is so cute.
It's kind of a.
Well, now I know where I'm staying over Christmas.
It's kind of a
so I don't have
papoose
to drive.
kind of thing.
What is this?
Kind of like a
Oh, it's like a
little
swaddle.
envelope
swaddler.
kind of thing.
It's a swaddler.
So
Oh my gosh, I love the inside of it.
that's natural cotton.
I want to take this to the hospital. No, you're supposed to take them home and something like that. I have like ton on my registry that I can take them off.
I don't. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry. There's.
I'm overwhelmed. Wait till Jacob sees this.
There's little.
Me, I
there's
try
little
not
more
to show.
gizmos. Nemo, and of course, at first, I'm looking at it going, "What the heck is? Wait, why can't I fit it in here? Where the other flipper?" And then I was like, "Oh yeah,
His one's
the
flipper.
goofy story of him with his
Yeah.
flipper."
Aww.
There's more.
Oh my god, weren't these yours?
I don't know. Yes, but they're stuffed animals.
Yeah, but why? These are your things.
And I did get a few dog.
When I was a little kid, I used to play with these.
I got a few dog treats
For
and
Belly.
too, and then I thought, oh, I don't have enough for the dog.
Oh my gosh.
Do you like it?
I love everything.
I was afraid you wouldn't like it.
No, I'm trying not to be emotional.
Oh, see,
I don't like
and
getting
then
emotional.
it's meant to be tree, deer, inside out. You have
Yeah.
your forest view. And then I found your
Forest view.
Christmas card with the black, white, and red Christmas trees, and I said,
It matches.
well, I could just say that that's where I took the theme.
It's beautiful.
You may enter, sir.
Oh my lord. Wow.